First, I'd like to do introductions. I'm going to introduce my guests first. We have our chief designer right here. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Say hello.
大家好，我叫黄山，我是中国过来的人形师，是 Ringdoll 的主设计师。谢谢，很高兴在这里见到你。
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just here to try and help to translate. This is the chief designer of the Ringdoll. He's a designer and a cosplayer in China. He's the founder of Ringdoll. Yeah, it's nice to see you guys here. And his name is Huang Shan, sorry.
And my name is Asenva. I have a YouTube thing that I do with dolls and all that fun crazy stuff. And today's panel actually kind of is half the BJD YouTube side, and then we're going to show you a lot of really cool stuff that Ringdoll has to offer, and some really cool stuff that behind the scenes that not a lot of people get to see. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and just freely talk about BJD Addicts, which, if you have not heard of, it's a YouTube group which people all around the world blog about dolls. And if you did not come to our BJD Basics panel yesterday and you're just kind of looking at us like, what are these people doing about these dolls? BJD stands for ball jointed doll, and typically they're dolls that are made from resin. They come from different countries such as Asia, and they are dolls with ball joints in them. They're really great because they can be customized to anything that you want, or you can buy them that already have characters. Ringdoll has a bunch of wonderful characters that are already made. They're just stunning, just beautiful, and it's a really creative hobby because you can either jump to either side if you're going to go ahead and get one that's already characterized, or just make your own. So it's fantabulous, and if you are curious about the BJD hobby, I highly suggest that you just take a look at some of the resources that are online so you can check out some more. Today we're just going to, like I said, it's going to be about BJD Addicts, so it's an interactive panel, so if you're shy, well, we're going to hope that you kind of come out of your shell, because I'm just going to do a couple of things, because what happens with BJD Addicts is we ask prompts. We'll do question prompts, and just random things. We'll just start off a question like, what's your favorite sculpt? And then people will go ahead and on YouTube make a video about their favorite sculpt, and then they've completed a prompt. We have all sorts of different things there on YouTube that people have blogged about, and we also have put forth challenges as well. It's just really funny and really awesome to see other people around the world out there blogging about this hobby, because it's kind of a small niche right now, and it is definitely growing. And I'm just really, really pleased to see that we have a lot of people that are joining the hobby that come from the anime side or the cosplay side, because I feel that they go hand in hand. Also, just want to do a really quick, if you came in, I had my lovely assistants pass out yellow tickets. Do we have extras of those tickets? If you did not get a ticket, I'm going to ask that you raise your hand so that way my lovely assistants can go ahead and give you a ticket, because at the end of our panel, we're going to be giving away 2 prizes. I have a little Sujo, little baby Rabby, and then La Pizza de Resistance is the CL. Woo! What's CL? Everyone loves that something. So I'm going to be giving these 2 away at the end of the panel. We'll do a little raffle towards the end, so I hope you guys stick around. So I'm going to stop talking and give you guys a chance to talk. How many of you guys, raise your hand, are already in the BJD hobby? You own BJDs? How many of you are interested? You don't have a doll yet, but you're looking to purchase. Oh, Ringdoll's here. You can purchase them. You should look at the website. It's awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to ask questions. Even if you are not in the hobby, if you'd like to answer some of these questions, go ahead and please raise your hand. I'd love to hear from you, and so would other people. Like I said, I am streaming this as well, so people around the world have been logging in to check in to see the panel, so they love hearing people and hearing what they have to say about the hobby. You guys ready? You guys are like, oh, I'm here. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Awesome! Okay, so, yeah. Okay, question number 1. What is your favorite sculpt? Or what is your favorite doll that you currently own? And just share. There's no judging. Yes, in the maid uniform.
I like the Let's Down Elf.
The Let's Down Elf. Ooh. Okay, who else?
I like my Sue Amber doll.
Sue Amber. Awesome. Yes. Yes.
My female
Awesome. Anyone? Yes.
Kirby YS.
Ooh. Oh,
From
awesome. Anyone else? Okay. And I'm going to ask another question because this is all questions in the first part. What is your greatest fear in the hobby? When you first joined, what scared the living daylights out of you? And some of you guys are probably like, the dolls themselves scare me right now because I don't know what this is. Just kidding. No, I don't know. Yellow. The yellow hair.
Oh, I'm dropping them.
Dropping. You have dropped the dolls. There's no judging in this room. By accident. Okay. Yes.
He took a flying leap on show.
Oh
To a
no!
hardwood floor.
Oh
He's
no!
actually missing a finger right now.
Oh no! That is a big fear for all of us. Anyone else want to share a fear? I'll go ahead and I'll share one really. What's not my fear? No, you go ahead. Yes.
If I had one, I would be. I want to start making them, so I would be afraid that the base accidentally messes up. That I don't want it to happen. Like it smudges all to one side and it just dries like that. And I don't know.
Awesome. Yes. That is so cool. I have like deep admiration for people that already start making their own dolls. That's really cool. Awesome. Anyone else? Share a fear? And then jump into another one. Yes. It's all for family here.
I know the price.
Yeah, the price. Sometimes yes. I hear you on that one. Anyone else? No? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna ask the next one. What is a funny story that you have that you'd like to share? And we can keep it PG-13 because these are supposed to be PG-13 panels. But yeah, I know Kelly has like a really funny one. But anyone else have a funny story they'd like to tell? Something crazy that's happened to them regarding the dog? Thinking your brains. If not, while filler time, I can tell. Oh yes.
My friend kind of had one a while back ago, and it was really creepy. And I opened her bottle one time, and it was just there, and I was like,
There's like the. I'm sorry. Okay.
I have a similar story. My friend had one and it was sitting on her shelf. And I was staying over at her house for a couple of days for the convention. And so she had it and she was like, I'm going to take it to the convention. I'm like, you really shouldn't. No, you're going to break it, is what my excuse was. And so she knew that I was kind of afraid of it. So she would have it she would always turn it and have it stare at me. And then one time I was sleeping and I woke up and she put it right on my pillow. And it was like, no, it was like laying down next to it and she put its hands like this. And I was like, oh my god. And I fell out of bed and she laughed in my face.
Oh my god. Yes.
between classes at my university, I sometimes have to go with me for my drawing class.
Uh-huh.
And one of my friends was really freaked out by one, so I had one standing there, and I was sitting on the floor. Well, at one point I thought, I don't want him standing in my fall, so I grabbed the dog by his waist and pulled him backwards and sit on my lap. But because he's so loose and strong, he did the motion very smoothly, and she freaked the hell out. My friend actually stood up, screamed, and backed up about 10 feet. Because something had moved by itself.
Oh my god. Anyone else? No? I don't know if any of you guys are still, or have your mom and dads with you and you're in the hobby. But kind of somewhat funny story with me is that my dad used to go into my room when I was living in the house, and he would position my male dolls in interesting poses when I'd get home after work or school, and I'd go home and I'd see them there on the bed. And I'm just like, I don't know what's worse, that my dad did that to my dolls or my dad was playing with my dolls. Like, I don't know what was worse. Alright, this one's like a really cool one that I'd like to hear from you all. What kind of doll would you like to have that you maybe don't see enough of? Could be like a mythical creature, or it could be like a character. What kind of doll would you like to see made?
I like the trend with the art dolls with the thin waist and thick hips. I like to see more of the thicker hips and thicker waist.
Oh, yeah. There's one. Who made Michaela?
Yeah,
There's one that.
World art body.
Yes. Oh, that's nice. Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Oh, sorry. Orange first, and then we'll go to you. I know, it's awesome though. I like you guys sharing.
I kind of want to see like maybe like thicker dolls, like chubbier ones.
Oh, okay.
I think that'd be pretty cute because like their faces are adorable. It's like everything chubby.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Yes. Now the book.
This is actually my first or second time seeing these. But like different characters from things.
Okay.
Like different.
Okay. Is there like a particular anime that you're looking to hopefully have? Spice and Wolf? Anyone else like an anime just like, man, I wish I had that doll. What? Yes?
I want a Princess Peach.
Oh, Princess Peach? That would be a really cute one. Yes.
I don't know if I just don't look around enough, but I don't really find a lot of racial specific dolls.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't, you see a lot of just like, you can get different skin tones, but they don't have the facial structure that other races have, Usually kind of more generic than their girls.
That's good. That's good. Anyone else? You be like mythical creatures too. Yes.
I would love to have Sebastian doll.
Right?
I have everything else. I would love to have Sebastian.
Yeah, they make them in these pull-ups, but I don't think I've seen them like these. I've seen people customize them to look like Sebastian, but I know they made them like with the pull-ups, like little tiny ones. They made these as well, and they're really cute too. Yeah, and then you can have your own Sebas at home. Exactly. Yes.
I'd like to see more serpents, like serpent-like creatures.
Oh, okay.
I saw one doll that like there was actual grooves in her skin, and made it looked really awesome.
Oh, nice. So like snakes or like another.
Snakes and like water stones.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Anyone else? Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, Sue makes a lot of like animal-looking dolls that are really cool too. Anyone else? Yes.
I know I've seen mermaids and centaurs, but I'd love to see
A minotaur? I've seen made one. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, those are really. I love the mythical creature ones. They're really cool. Yeah, they're awesome. Or you're just touching it like that. Okay. Yes.
I'd love to see like a deer centaur. I think that would be really cool.
A deer centaur?
We're actually planning to make one.
Oh! There you go. And you. That is so okay. Anyone else? Hi. Hallie. Hi. Awesome. Anyone else? You can like. Fun. The doll is there. Anyone else? I'm like such a bishoujo person. Like I like girly animes. I want free dolls. You want them? So I can have them and look at them all day. So that's, I don't know. That would be mine. Anyone else?
More arachnid-based ones.
Arachnid-based ones. That would be really cool to see too, for sure. Awesome. Okay. No, just kidding. What? Evil-looking dolls?
Yeah.
Like angry-looking dolls?
Yeah, like the bad guys.
Oh, like bad guy ones.
Yes.
Oh, like characterized like the Joker or something? Just bad evil ones. Okay.
They always look so like cool and nice. All of them look like bad.
Would you have that in our room? Like, you want the angry one in our room? In my room. That's my husband, by the way. So I was wondering why he wants this angry-looking doll. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and how much time do we try to find 20 minutes. Oh, cool. I'm going to ask only one more question, and then I'm going to pass it over. If you could get any doll in the world, even if it's been discontinued, it was limited, you can't get your hands on it anymore, what doll would it be? Assume you have twins. Yep. Yes.
Sora from the books.
Oh, books. Awesome. Another one? Just like, boom. Yes.
Well, I don't know. Yesterday you said that you've seen the Supernatural.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if they're manufactured from mass-produced, whatever. Just
These are special order. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to, if you give me your information, I'll help you look it up at the end of the show. We'll talk. Yes.
And I want him so bad.
Anyone else? Oh, yes. One more time, I heard the door slam. What? From SAO? Sort of online from SAO. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Well, like I said, the BJD Addicts group basically does like what we did in this room. We ask you a question, and you guys just answer it. You vlog about it, and it's really cool because you get to do it in the privacy of your own home. It's not like a lot of pressure, and not like today, like when other people are listening to. It's just on the other side of the TV, or not the TV, but the computer screens. If you have checked out BJD Addicts, go ahead and yes. You guys are super lucky because they bought some really cool behind the scenes stuff. I think this might be your face. I don't want it to like.
Okay, I'll move a little bit. Okay.
Okay, good. We're safe. So this is their lovely website. That was their lovely website. If you have not checked it out, it is really cool. They just updated somewhat recently. I don't know when they did the update, but it's amazing. It's really great.
Okay. This is just a general introduction of the Ringdoll, the brand and the company. And this is our chief designer. I was introduced to him. Someone probably come later. His name is Huang Shan. He's our chief designer and stylist. Okay. He's the one made behind all our dolls and made all those awesome dolls. And we're here to just basically introduce our brand, and he'll later on introduce you how the details of the processing of how he made all those dolls. And Ringdoll was this. This is Cherry, our manager. She just don't want to sit on the table, so she's kind of shy. But she's our um, 6 years ago, and the company is officially registered 5 years ago. So this year is our 5 years anniversary. Function Cherry is a professional photographer. She's the one took most of the official pictures for in the past, and they used to do those work in Dawson, if you guys are familiar with that brand. And then 6 years ago, they stepped out, started their own brand. And we're registered in Hong Kong as well. You know, this year we're actually, because we're started some like e-commerce line, so this is more focused on the West customers, on the customer in US and Europe. And here are some of the pictures of our dolls in the past. So I just quickly go through this. I'll leave more time for Huang Shan to introduce all the dolls are made. This is the e-commerce line with Jack and Warren, and Jack the Ripper, and that's Frankenstein and his bride sitting here. This is the last piece in the world, limited edition. already sold out in every place. Basically, because for Ringdoll, one of the different things we do than other brand is we actually doing a lot of research and we create not just a doll but a character, which most of our dolls has a storyline behind them. Like Jack the Ripper, we actually remixed the original story with the actual character, with all the characters from movies and animes, and we created our whole story and created this thing. So we actually spent more time on how to make a doll with more character and more soul. So it's more a storyline now. And this is our new official website, which is updated probably 2 weeks ago. So people, especially in the class, the English speakers, all the dolls ordered from us. And it has the first card, which has the ID with all the dolls. We have all the collectors with that ID will be able to join us for future events for our collectors. And for the parts, which I heard people was worried about the doll is broken, we can replace this one part. We already have the rental line started, and so we're working on this event next week. We actually have a Facebook website, we have Twitter, we have we have DeviantArt, everything. Just it's easier for fans to show the Ringdoll collecting, show the BJDs hobby, and just to show all the information. This is the introducer of him, Huang Shan. He started with as many of the anime fans here. He started as from cosplaying and making stuff for the cosplaying when he was back in the college. He went to the art school for then he after graduating he went to the doll zone for a couple of years as a stylist. This is some of his sketch when he this is a design and a sketch of Pan. He's sitting here, the magician. This is some pictures when he's working. This is a 2 version of the Frankenstein, which is one of our limited edition. This is a lot of people know Ringdoll actually from the Frankenstein. We actually have display showroom in Shenzhen. So if you guys ever be able to visit China, just make a reservation. You can see all the Ringdoll showcase. Okay, here get to the part. Where here we have some pictures propelled for Jen to introduce us how the dolls were made. I think a lot of people will be interested. Okay.
Can we remove this guy's umbrella? I can't really see.
I'm sorry.
Silly.
Okay. Is he too tall? Do you want me to make him sitting?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
像我们在很多朋友都会很有兴趣，就是这个娃娃是怎么样做成的。其实方法的话，一般是流行2种，而我现在先给大家介绍我比较熟悉的一种，就是用油泥的制作方法。
A lot of people are interested in how dolls are made. There are actually 2 more popular ways. I'll first introduce one of the way I'm more familiar with. It started from the clay.
这两种方法之间的区别其实没有本质区别，是完全是出自于设计师的一种对手感的一种喜好。
The 2 method of making dolls doesn't really have much difference. It's just the how which the modelers, the creators more familiar with.
一种造型材料，像我们动漫方面的话，经常在 GK 方面也会经常用到，因为它的熔点比较低，但是它的强度又比较大，所以非常适合造型和重新塑造。
Okay, cool. So the clay is one, it's a very special material which used a lot in the, and also if you guys collect the figures, the anime figures, some of the special order, the GK models, you guys familiar with, the clay, this type of the oil clay is also used for that to start it from the model.
就是比较方便在塑造。
And it's easy to remodel.
像我们一开始的话是从用油泥来塑造一些造型，因为它的熔点低，然后它的造型的能力比较强。像我们图片上的这个，就是在制作一个头部的时候，因为这个时候只需要用比较简单的工具就能够把这个造型雕刻出来。
This picture is showing here is one of the first step when we were making doll. It's he's working at the face, and this is with this material. It's very easy to, you can use very simple just what the stuff you have at home to work with this type of the clay. It's very easy to actually make the model.
因为它的熔点，而且因为它熔点低比较软，所以它比较容易修改。
And because it's kind of soft, it's not that soft. So it will stay in that shape, and it's very easy to adjust the details.
有95%的造型的这个过程是在这个阶段完成。
It's actually about like 95% of the modeling part, actually getting to that dolls, is working with this type of clay.
这是一双手的制作在，
Yeah,
也
this
是
is
油泥的状态。
Yes, this is a clay with a hand.
这个是一些道具，我们在道具制作的时候也可以用油泥来进行雕刻。对。
This is a model of the accessories for the dolls. It's a mask for one of our doll called Warren, and it's in our infamous line.
这是杰克的一个面具在制作的过程。
That's a mask of Jeff the Ripper.
这是一个腿部。在雕刻一个腿部，在协调和对比它的造型的时候。
And this is why when he works to balance, say, two of the legs if it's mesh. And just by the way, it's usually for BJDs, because a lot of people was asking us. It takes him about 6 to 7 months to work on a body, because the body is usually the part takes the longest time. Especially, if you guys use saw Ringdoll's body in the past. It's very detailed with muscle, and we are trying to copy more from the real human's body. So it takes about 6 to 7 months to do the modeling, just do the modeling to adjust all the details, and another probably 1 month to adjust the color of the resin to craft the details and get the real product. In the face, it takes about a month for him to just do the modeling, and to coming out, it will be faster than the body. The body will be able to fit in different dolls, so that's one of the benefits part. Okay.
这个依然是头部的在校准，后面是一个身体的。
This is the head when he's doing adjustments, and you can see the ears has a little elf design.
这是在做一个身体，就是一个72公分的一个制作过程。
This is a 72 centimeter body. This is, if you have other dolls, you might be able to.
手部。
That's an arm pad. And those are the tools. Those are the things using.
因为油泥比较软，而且它塑形比较容易，所以油泥的使用的工具它并不是非常的丰富。
Because the clay is kind of soft, so you don't need to use really sharp tools to work on it. It's just regular tools is really good to work.
好，这也是一个油泥的一个头部的一个。然后接下来第二个步骤就是当我们用油泥把它的95%的这个造型塑造完成之后，因为油泥的那个柔软的程度强度不够， 所以我们要进行下一步，就是说恢复这个。
Okay. And this is the second step of making the doll because clay is really still too soft. So we need to get to the second step. After we did like maybe like 95% of the modeling, we get to the shape we want it to be. This is the second step. We get it into like more like a sample proof, a sample, test sample.
I have to let her in through here. All the doors are locked because the last door got closed. I have to let her in through here.
这一个过程的话，最重要的它的职责是就是调节它的细节，而且还可以调试它的功能。因为油泥太软的话是不能够对功能上面进行调整。
When it's getting to we pan it into the grade.
这是。
A little hotter than clay, so and when color it into the gray, it's the flow part and the effect part to adjust the detail and adjust the arm, pull a hand if it's.
这个是在一个新鲜体的一个考试，就是灰飞阶段的考试。
This is a body when it's on the gray test mode. So you can see if it's really adjusted and with some gray color, it's easy to see the bad part.
灰胚的材料是一种树脂，但是它比我们生产用的树脂更软，所以它还有调试的空间。
The gray sample the material is one type of the resin, but it's different from the final product, the resin we're using. It's a little bit softer than the resin we use for the final product, but it's a way harder than the clay. So it still be able to carve on it and work on it to redo the model.
但是这种材料的话，它的那个就是它的毒性就比普通的要强，所以所有的人形师在制作这个时候都会戴一个很厚的口罩。
But this material is really bad for health. And it's kind of poisoning. So most of the modeling creators on during this processing are wearing a like 3M mask, the like construction mask.
这是在调整一个胸部的大小，所以再用补土，就是树脂在填补上面的一些。
This is the part he's adjusting the breast to its balance, and also during his processing he can still using some of the to mask it up to make it smooth.
这个是一个膝部的膝盖的关节，正在调试它的功能和它线条的流畅性。
This is on the knees. He's trying to adjust the function if it's really working well, if it's jumping back, or if it's the lines are smooth.
这个是在一个打磨之后的一个灰胚，然后我们会反复打磨和喷上那个灰颜色来检查。
On this step, he actually set in the surface and just repeat it a couple times. See if the look is perfect and see from different angle if when you take the pictures from different angle if it looks as the way you want it.
黄色的部分就是被打磨到的。
And the yellow part is the parts got sanded.
这个就是喷上灰色以后。
And this is the part he repainted gray to save the detail. And you can see the little marks by the eyes.
检查会很清楚。
Can test the lines if it's smooth.
这是一个身体在接近完成时候的一个样品。
This is a production. It's a proof. When it's closest, like the final check.
像一些血管和一些肌肉小的管子。
Like some of the only be able to check and adjust this step.
这
when he started painting it.
就是图上的这个是一把镰刀，然后我们使用的材料的话，也往往有的时候像人的化妆品，我们也会用在上面。
And we're actually trying to use all different types of the material to paint the weapons, to paint the accessories. This is just eyeshadow. It's just a fun. You can test a different material, different things to see how it works. Sometimes it will have amazing.
You painted that with just eyeshadow stuff?
那个就只是用
不是，还有油漆和那个彩绿粉。
No, with other stuffs as well, but that color filling is mostly from the eyeshadow. We use the oil painting as well, but this one is mostly with the eyeshadow.
这个是刚开始的时候我们会用那个 PVC 就是 PVC 板，把形状剪出来，然后把那个细节就是形状外形做出来。
This is when we start making the weapon. We use the PVC board to cut out of like a shape to try to start making it.
这个是用喷漆上了底之后，然后用彩粉或者是眼影把它的铁锈的效果做出来。
This is when we're trying to make it old and always look small looking. After the base spray and using some the color powders and some eyeshadows.
这也是一个毒性很大的过程，也要很厚的口罩。
And this is also a step really bad for health, so to wear your mask.
这也是过程。
This is more enough for that.
这个是一个比较复杂的一种道具的制作工艺，它也是直接用 PVC 的板来搭建，然后会用到一些3D 成型的一些技术。
This is this is when you make really difficult, complicated accessories. It's also used when it's also started from the PVC board cutting and modeling, and we also use some 3D modeling technology in it and 3D printing as well. And then the green print is the sketch.
背后是设计图，会严格按照设计图的比例来进行。
And we just match all the details and it's all based on the design to make the accessories. This is a steampunk. This is the hand well of Jack the Ripper, one of our dolls. It's just being filled out and it's a limited edition.
这个也是一个道具在制作到一个灰胚的一个程度。
This is the gray example of accessory, the Jack's mask.
这些都是。
That's why you get to the gray. This design you can see probably on the bottom is the face of Jack's wife, and he's carrying a face on his weapon. So that's the design we got up.
这是整套的装备的一个。
Yeah, that's the whole set of the accessory for Jack.
是上的颜色之后的。
That's after it's painted.
这是一个比较简单的一个人形的一个制作过程。
Well, this is really like a general processing of how the dolls are made.
但是这里面的话，其实还是有很多困难的。
Yeah, it's a really difficult processing, and if you guys want to get into it, to try it by yourself, it will be really hard at the beginning, but I really encourage everyone to try. This is a.
I have 2 questions. How many dolls can you get out of a mold?
一个那个一 一个配，就是一个那个模子可以做多少？
理论上面是一个，因为这个模具是硅胶，那就是一个模具一般情况下是可以做20到30个，但是越往后面它的变形就会越严重，所以我们Ringdoll的话是控制在10个到12个。
Technically, one of the mold you can actually make around 10 to 20 of those, but after a certain number, it will actually yeah. So for Ringdoll, because we really care about the quality, usually we only make 10 to 12 dolls with one mold.
And also, my second question is that you mentioned 3D printing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see the industry going with 3D printing over and above accessories and actually starting to go into the doll?
3D 制造艺术的话，确实现在有很多地方都在运用，但是对于娃娃本身，就是他人的身体和面部表情的这个方面的话，是影响是比较小的，因为我们更多去追求的是它的就是人为的这种手工的这种艺术在里面，并不是全工业的这种，全工业的话失去了 BJD 的这个意义。
Because for 3D printing, it does help on the modeling and on the accessory making, and we know it's been using in a lot of industry. But for the dolls, it's more like an art piece. So the processing of creating the dolls with the character, with the artist working in it, that's the value of the dolls. That's why the collectors want the dolls. It's not something you can just simply be
That's the
figured
answer I
out.
was looking for. I was really worried that the industry was going to start going that way and try to save money. But you lose the personal connection.
Definitely.
It's colder.
Mm-hmm. It's like the manufactured, massive produce. It's different. It's always different than the handmade, and it does affect the handmade a little bit, but would never really replace.
而且3D 的话有2个，第一个我们之前有尝试过用3D 来制作，但是我们客户最终选择的是就是人的手工制作。还有一个就是3D 制作的话，对就是那个建模，就对建模的要求很高。那你建一个很漂亮的模出来，和你手工雕一个的时间成本，其实已经高于手工的成本。
And also, like with 3D modeling, that's actually another technology. For the guys for the people who has the technology to actually model it in 3D programs, make it really pretty. It's actually it's another word than modeling a doll with a hand work. So it's just sometimes it's like a good 3D modeler, they actually cost more than art. I don't know, but yeah, it's just another industry.
Yeah, if you guys have any other questions for them, I mean, this would be an awesome opportunity to ask them. Just go ahead and raise your hand. We'll go.
And Ringdoll he found it at 5 years ago.
Awesome. Yes.
How did you, was Pan your first doll you designed? Or what was your first one?
Who was your first doll that you designed?
我做第一个娃娃是一个3吨的娃娃，小。
The first doll he ever did is a 40-centimeter one named Shao.
我8年的制作时间里面，前2年的时间是在做造型的设计，第3年的时候开始做到就是娃娃的。
During the 8 years he's making the dolls, the first 2 years he's mostly just making the styling and accessories, the parts of the dolls, and after like 2 years he started making actual dolls.
The host club member here.
Out of all of the parts that you design, what is the hard thing to sculpt? So
最难做的是身体问题。
Yes.
What was your favorite dolly work on?
你最喜欢这个干的最开心
目前来讲的话，我最喜欢的是杰克，因为设计师的话应该都比较喜欢自己新的东西，因为新的东西是对前面的东西的一个修正。
He's currently the favorite one. Is as an artist, they will probably like the recent works more, and because all the new ones is jacked, like to correct the what he did in the past. The recent ones are always better for the creator.
Awesome. Yes, you're in the mid.
Do you have piece that you're coming out with? What size will it be?
我们尺寸化是比较完整的，从那个 BB 的尺寸就是12寸，然后到4分的尺寸，
Well. Yeah, because he's in the hobby a lot by himself, so he can make dolls in every awkward different sizes, but the company don't allow him to release those.
我曾经做过一个就是人的身体差不多的，就是大概有1米左右的这样的身体，然后被我们的同事说你这个很情绪化。
And he actually used it to make one of the dolls almost close to the real human size. And then his colleague was complaining that it looks like a sex toy.
这事情对我的打击很大。
And it actually really makes him feel really bad, and he's also making really two strange things.
Over in the back.
Out of all the different sizes or genders, it make the
70公分的，因为存在感更大，而且。
Work on. And all those things he needs to pay attention, and he work on it's a bigger project. But it's more fun.
还有就是因为我是个很邋遢的人，如果太小的话，可能不知道扔到哪里去，到时候上沙发那些一下子坐到他们身上会发出惨叫的感觉。
Because he's a really unorganized person, so for two tiny ones, it sometimes just squeeze on in his sofa and just sit on them, and it feels so bad. It feels like the dolls are screaming.
就是戴着口袋面具，然后穿着，然后又干着体力活。
Especially when he working with the body, that's like happier to make the body. So during that whole period, he feels like he's like Minecraft. He's had to wear masks like those labors in a construction land field, just working with all the dust.
而且因为本身这个材料都有毒性，所以所有的都离我很远。
And also because the material is kind of poison, so all the colleagues trying to stay so far away from him. He was just being alone, staying in a room by himself.
Yes, in the very back.
A lot of doll makers have like personal connection to the dolls they're making. They're at a certain stage in the process where you really feel like you connect with making, or is it just throughout the whole thing?
这个的话，其实应该是整个过程中都会有。有的时候，我在做的时候会做到深夜，然后这个时候我会感觉我跟他有一个交流，这种交流是一种很奇特的感觉。
It's actually during the whole processing, it's really late to the late night while like he has some type of communication with the dolls. It's just a very magic feeling.
你举2个例子，有一次我在做一个娃娃的时候，那个厨师对我的要求是要让他做的就是闭着眼睛的，就是在睡觉的感觉。但是那天晚上我在做的时候，我感觉到这个头一直在对我说，让我把眼睛睁开，你这个傻瓜。
And one of the example, he was working on one of the doll, and the company was requested him to make the dolls with the sleepy eyes, has the eyes closed. And that night he was working with that doll, but he's always keeping feel like the doll is telling me, "Please let me open my eyes, you idiot."
所以不知不觉我的那个车道就会把他的眼睛让睁开。
Then he just made him the eyes open.
然后还有一次经历就是在设计新娘的时候，就是这个新娘的话，在制作她的过程里面，就是在做她身上的图片的时候，就是我感觉到一种奇特的感觉，就是她在跟我交流，她告诉我她想要一个孩子，所以最后我在做这个新娘的时候，我把她肚子掏空，在里面做了一个小孩。
And the other one is when he was making this bride, when he is doing. And she's a friend, you know. She just feel like he just feel like she's keeping telling him she want a baby. So we actually did make a baby. I'll show you guys later. Actually, you want to meow? It's a little baby inside.
.可能就是因为我在制作的时候，并不是工业的，或者是当做工作去制作，所以我会。做这种想法，我不知道是我自己还是这些。但是因为这里面有很多想法非常的古怪，就像刚才那一个例子，所以最后我们的老板向我妥协，为了我这些奇怪的想法，专门做了一个系列。
And sometimes because some of the ideas are just so awkward, so the company had to have a big team, the whole company had to sit down to actually talk about this. It has been denied for so many times, and finally the other colleagues compromised with him, and finally coming up with that line, the whole line of the infamous.
对，他们就跟我说的是， 麻烦你先把我们要的花和糖果给我们，然后你去玩你的铁和雪。
And the manager was telling him, please give us the candy and flowers we wanted at the beginning, and then you can play with your bloody, dirty things. So that's why Ringdoll is actually famous from our e-famous line. It's very special. It's different. It's very different from other doll companies. That's the line we're carrying our special.
I think we have time for like one more question. Yes.
Are there any future projects that we should be looking forward to with the channel?
Yes, I can release some little news here. We're actually releasing the Little Red Riding Hood later this year, probably around the summer. This summer?
Yeah.
Okay. And will be the Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolfman. And we actually are making Grandma. So it will be around the later summer and Halloween time. And next year we'll probably making the Valentine's Day special with another version of the Little Red Riding Hood. And as the other audience here was talking about the Claus, we actually have Christmas special edition of the Ringdoll. We had a very sweet story. Santa Claus was sick, so the Ringdoll really want to help. So he went to little elf trying to helping him and turn him into a Ringdoll man, which still holding have his card behind him, so he can help the Santa Claus deliver all the gifts. So we actually have a limited editions set with special with a Ringdoll man this Christmas. It will be I think the order will be open on Thanksgiving.
Awesome. So I just wanted to go ahead and see us here at Stand Japan. What we're going to do, yeah, we can go ahead and give it a
I have his design sketchbook if anyone interested to come through.
Awesome.